I have this problem with tools where I either love them and become incredibly attached to them, or I spend too much, become afraid that I'm going to break them, or, damage them in some way or wear them out, so they stay in a drawer for a whole year until I eventually think, what the hell, I didn't use it anyway, and wear them out. Or I try to find a cheaper alternative only to be disappointed and go back to the thing that I should have been using. Now, for the past year, I've been using the FNIRSI LCR-ST1s, and they have helped me in so many ways, and that's mostly because my desk is a mess. And a lot of times I will mix up 50 microfarad caps with 100 microfarad caps, and I need to differentiate which caps are what. That way I don't accidentally mess up the build that I'm working on, and these tweezers have helped me significantly. About a month ago, Finissery asked if I'd be interested in testing out their newest smart tweezers, the ST2s, and for the past month and a half, I've been using them regularly, and I like the upgrades that they've included. If you're new to this channel, hey, how's it going? I'm your pal Cal, and today we're going to be going over the LCR-ST2s. This isn't a sponsored video. FNIRSI did send this in for review, but I actually got this ST1 a year ago as a gift, and I've been using it ever since. Okay, so I know at first glance they might look like some oversized tweezers, but they're actually fully portable LCR meters, and they're made specifically for testing out surface mount components that, might be annoying to test on a multimeter. Both the ST1 and ST2 kind of have the same aesthetics, but there's some major differences with the two. For example, you get the same power and mode button on both of the ST1 and ST2, a rocker switch that's kind of iconic to it. Here on the side, our USB-C port on the top right here, and a magnetic backplate that comes in handy way more than you could ever imagine. If you're wondering what LCR actually means, LCR stands for inductance, capacitance, and resistance. And unlike a traditional multimeter, which would be kind of annoying if you're trying to test out certain components, an LCR meter sends out AC signals to characterize which components are what if you don't know exactly what you're looking at. LCRs become important because real capacitors and inductors aren't like perfect components, and you can measure out not just the capacitance, but the resistance and the parasitic characteristics. That's why these meters give you additional measurements like ECR, impedance, reactance, a dissipation factor, quality factor, and a few more useful features, especially if you're into repairing electronics, identifying unknown components like I basically use this for every single day, sorting parts, working with SMD components, and having all of that information available in something as small as these little tweezers. Let's start out with the FNIRSI ST1 because I love this thing, and this will forever be in my tool bag everywhere I go. It's about 150 millimeters long, and it weighs about 40 grams, and it's extremely lightweight. You got a 1.14-inch color display, interchangeable tweezer tips. We went over the rocker switch, magnetic back plate, rechargeable through USB-C, and of course our mode and power button. In the case, you get a metal back plate just in case you wanted to mount this somewhere where it could just stay magnetic. And I like using these straight tips, but you also have these curved tweezer tips just in case you need a little angle for whatever you're trying to lock onto. It can automatically recognize resistance, capacitance, and inductance. The resistance range is about 10 milliohms all the way to 10 mega ohms, which is pretty decent specifically for what I'm working with. For capacitance, it's 1 picofarad up to 22 millifarads. For inductance, it always makes me laugh referring to it as 1 microhenry up to 10 henries. I just like the fact we're measuring in henries. You can also test diodes and continuity, but the biggest differences between smart multimeters like the ST1 and a regular multimeter is you can select between different test AC frequencies. Now here we have the ST2s, and you can tell just by looking at it, the ST2s are significantly larger, as well as the casing and what it comes with, because now we get alligator clips as opposed to just some replacement curved tweezers. Almost everything around the concept of the ST1s have been upgraded in the ST2, and you could tell the first noticeable difference is a larger display, as the ST1 has 1.14 inches and the ST2 has 1.47 inch HD color display. I don't know why it's HD, but it is HD. Where the ST1s were you kind of fixed with this display facing this way, and it was made for right hands, that's the only way I can describe it as. On the ST2, depending on which way you rotate it, the screen changes with the accelerometer built in. And that's actually one of the key upgrades that I really like about this, is depending on which orientation that you're facing it, it will just automatically rotate, which is really convenient. Even though the ST2 is larger, it's about 171 millimeters long and weighs about 61, 62 grams, which is slightly heavier than the ST1, but it's still just as portable and a little bit durable. And I'm saying this as just how it feels and how the plastic bends. It just feels that much better. The ST1 has 3 test frequencies, which is 100 Hz, 1 kHz, and 10 kHz, and the ST2 gives us 5 at 100 Hz, 120 Hz, 1 kHz, 10 kHz, and most importantly, 100 kHz. That 100 kHz option is by far the biggest selling point, because now we can measure out smaller components and a way more accurate reading. Well, that 100 kHz option and the frequency sweep feature are by far the 2 biggest selling points for the ST2 over the ST1. As far as selectable voltages, the ST1 gave you 0.3 and 0.6 volts, and the ST2 gives you 0.1, 0.3, 0.6, and 1 volt, which is really flexible if you ask me. I also like the self-calibration option in the ST2. It's just really convenient. That way you know that everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. And the ST2 can measure resistance from 10 milliohms to 10 megaohms, capacitance from 1 picofarad to 22 millifarad, and inductance, of course, 1 microhenry to 10 henries. FNIRSI is really advertising the modular design of the ST2, and I also forgot to mention that. That's kind of like one of their main talking points, is it's modular, as now instead of just replaceable tweezer tips that you can have for a more angled reading like the ST1, you can just unplug it and it's a USB port. Essentially, the ST2 is a little battery pack. I think this is awesome. Just the fact that I can swap it out or just travel with these 2 pieces separate. And if you break your tweezer tips, you can just get a replacement USB tweezer modular tip like this. Yeah, so the Kelvin clips themselves are really high quality. I mean, extremely high quality. And they're plugged in through this USB port right here. So let's just plug that in, make sure we're in the right orientation. There we go. Just like that. So where the ST1 for me was perfect for SMD work, what happens if you want to test a larger capacitor or resistor or another component that doesn't really fit in between these tweezers? Kelvin measurements use separate paths for supplying test current and measuring the voltage, and that helps reduce the effect of like resistance on your test leads and contact points. There's another function that the ST2 can do that the ST1 cannot, and that's to measure plus or minus 30 volts. So I would definitely wouldn't replace a proper multimeter with this thing, but having a voltage meter built into the same tool makes it really useful when you're troubleshooting low voltage electronics like ESP32s. Ultimately, what it comes down to is your use case scenario. If you want a smart LCR meter while also doubling as a multimeter and a few more features, then go with the ST1. If you want the Kelvin clips and you want that 100 kHz option as well as a wide sweeping frequency range, then go with the ST2. They're both amazing, and it's really hard for me to choose between the two because for what I need them for, they're perfect. And the ST1 has served me for about a year, and the quality is amazing. Now, down below, you won't find an affiliate link or any of that jazz. I like the smart tweezers. I love your face. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to thank FNIRSI for sending us in, and I want to thank you and everybody that supports me. You guys are awesome. See you next time.